If the district court does not have jurisdiction, then the injunction ordered by the court is invalid. And if the injunction is invalid, there's no reason why Governor Huckabee Sanders or the rest of the government of Arkansas should recognize and follow it. I know, it sounds radical, even anarchistic, but it is the law. The Supreme Court cannot rewrite the Constitution, so their claims that the 14th Amendment rewrites the First is unconstitutional, invalid, and void. Furthermore, the rationale the judge used involved violations of free speech, attempting to apply the First Amendment to state law, which is unconstitutional. First, it is overbroad because it regulates substantially more speech than the Constitution allows, and therefore violates the First Amendment rights of Arkansans. As I've shown, this cannot violate the First Amendment rights of Arkansans since Congress did not make this law. So this argument is invalid and void. Lastly, the vagueness argument is just plain foolish. Second, its terms are so vague that they fail to provide librarians and booksellers with adequate notice of what conduct is prohibited, thus violating their due process rights. But the terms are not vague, and the prohibited conduct is quite obvious. From Arkansas Act 372, we read, "A person commits furnishing a harmful item to a minor if, knowing the character of the item involved, the person knowingly furnishes, presents, provides, makes available, gives, lends, shows, advertises, or distributes to a minor an item that is harmful to minors, or transmits or sends to a person that he or she believes to be a minor by means of electronic mail, personal messaging, or other direct internet communications, an item that is harmful to minors when the person knows or believes at the time of the transmission that a minor in the state will receive the item." Prohibited conduct is stated plainly in the law. If librarians and booksellers know that something has been found to be harmful to minors and knowingly makes it available to minors, then and only then is it furnishing a harmful item to a minor. The court observes that in a factually similar case, Virginia v. American Booksellers Association, the Supreme Court held that booksellers in Virginia had standing to sue the Commonwealth to enjoin a law that would criminalize the commercial display of materials deemed harmful to juveniles. There is, however, a major difference between the Booksellers Association case and this one. The Booksellers Association represents private booksellers. This case focuses primarily on public libraries. As a public library, don't the politicians have the right to as public libraries, don't the people through their representatives have the authority to decide what is and isn't appropriate for those libraries?